It's live, pal. Hello and welcome to Randy Reacts to the PS1, PlayStation 1 State of Play. It is the 90s, the 1990s. That is the years in which we are living. And they are going to announce some PlayStation 1 games, and I'm going to react to them. It's impressive that they're able to do so over what is called the internet, considering the speeds of the era we are living in. But it must be satellite or something. I'm not sure how they're doing it. I'm not sure how I'm doing this out to you, but we're going to do it. We're going to sit here and we're going to watch this PlayStation 1 State of Play. I don't know why I keep saying PlayStation 1 as if there are multiple PlayStations. There's only one. It is the one that is out. And they're going to announce games for it here today in about 10 minutes and 30 some odd seconds. Pretty excited about it. And this is a new thing for me. I have no idea if any of my stuff is working. So, oh boy, it is. Okay, you heard my voice there for a second, especially since I'm talking. But yeah, I don't know. Let's break character for a second. In case you didn't know, I'm the titular Randy, the Randy that you are watching here today, the Randy that's going to react to the games that are announced, or perhaps shown. There might not be anything announced. I don't know, but I've never done one of these before. This is the cool thing to do, right? So let's go ahead and do it. I expect millions of people to be watching along with me in my stream specifically. There's 68,000 people currently waiting for the official stream. However, most people are going to be watching mine. So that's what we can expect here today. We can expect PlayStation 1 games to be announced and shown. Again, PlayStation games. There's only one PlayStation console that exists. It came out after the Super Nintendo. We're not sure what Nintendo's going to do in response to the PlayStation. But right now, those are currently the consoles. Sega's doing with their thing, like the Saturn just came out. The PlayStation's out. Not sure what Nintendo's going to do because it's still the 90s. Somewhere in the 1990s is where we're living. Yeah. And we're going to see what the 1990s video game landscape has in store for us. With, once again, as I mentioned at the top, a satellite feed. It must be satellite because otherwise they wouldn't be able to do this live in the way that they are. Over the internet. I'm not used to the internet. It hasn't been long enough. I've only had it for like about a year, and no one in my house is using the phone because I'm currently connected online. So yeah, looking forward to it. Tim Skold is here telling me I'm a real streamer. I don't even know what a streamer means. Is it like those little like party things that you have like hanging from the roofs and stuff? You know what I'm saying? They'll make it little pieces of paper. Streamers, that's what they are. Yeah, colorful pieces of paper that hang from ceilings for parties. Woo! That startled me. The PlayStation 1 State of Play will begin in 9 minutes and 20 seconds. We're going to need verification from the Tim that the volume is for him. And by him, I mean good. I try to rhyme as much as I can. Sometimes there aren't enough words in the English language, not enough synonyms for the words that I'm looking for. Definitely not ones that rhyme in every case. Oh boy, this triangle's got a countdown now. That is going to expire longer than it's louder than me. All right, look. I think I did adjust it. Now just adjust the player. There we go. Yeah. I got to get my good react face on. Ready? Is this what the people want? Wait, hang on. It's not expressive enough. Here we go. Nailed it. Yeah, it's tough to tell without dialogue, right? But I turned it down in any case. Tim, I know you're a big PlayStation guy. You love controllers and you love console gaming. You love games that are accessible, streamlined, not very complicated, fairly linear. You know, mostly aimed at kids, children. Those are the kinds of games that you like. So you're in store for a lot of stuff that's right up your alley, I imagine. Because in the 90s, wherein we live, a lot of games that fit that description. Crash Bandicoot popped off. Croc, heck of a game. Although Croc doesn't exist yet because the timeline that I set, the Nintendo 64 is not out, which means if Croc is out, then it's 1997, which it's not. Well, let's just say we kind of bounce around the 90s a little bit. Yes, Croc is out, and now the N64 is out. That had Super Mario 64 on it. That game is great. Zelda's not out yet, so it's not that great of a console, but hey, Mario 64 is great. Since it is 1997, at some point in 1997, Final Fantasy VII came out. That game's great. I love this time wherein we live. Am I using that word right? I think so. In which we live? In which we live. Wherein, yeah. Time when we live. Doesn't matter. It's a good thing I don't have a literal degree in English, or else that might be embarrassing. It says English right here, state of play. It should probably specify that it is for the PlayStation 1 state of play. And by that I mean the only PlayStation that exists play. Psionic Hex is here. Boy, we're getting down to it, everybody. We're at the square now. Square means 5 minutes left. Although that doesn't actually make any sense because there are 4 symbols. Ramp. How are the PS1 games doing? Oh, they're fantastic. I got one not too long ago. It was in that little... It was brand new right out of the box at my local Toys R Us, or wherever your local shop is in your part of the world. I don't know if you have Toys R Us in Europe. In the 90s, which is when we live. The present time. And there's a square little box. It's really, really fragile and flimsy. And I'm just gonna probably discard all of them and put the games in a case full of CD sleeves with a zipper. Actually, I've got one that's a drawer. I should have brought that so I could show it on screen. I do have a drawer full of PlayStation 1 games. And by PlayStation 1 games, I mean original PlayStation games. And by original PlayStation, I mean the only PlayStation that exists. PlayStation games. It would be crazy to jump ahead and assume they're going to make a PlayStation 2, although the PlayStation, the present and only PlayStation, is doing quite well. As far as I know, and I don't have the sales numbers. Let's see if I've got a contemporary magazine. Okay, we got official US PlayStation magazine here. Just came out. What year did this come out? 1998. July. The year I turned 9, which is to say that I am 9 years old, because that's when today is. The year and month I turned 9. This ran me about $9.95 US dollars. Does that show up? That might not show up. I can't really tell. If you're Canadian, you're kind of ripped off, because $15 for a magazine is quite a bit. It's actually 14. I rounded up because I'm an American and I like to exaggerate, especially in the 90s. I hope you're ready for some WCW Nitro, some Crash Bandicoot 2, and whatever the third game listed is that I don't. Resident Evil 2. That's a heck of a year, man. Especially Nitro. Awesome game. Can't wait for contemporary world champion Hollywood Hulk Hogan to make an appearance on today's PlayStation 1 State of Play. I really have been riffing a long time about the... Oh! Man, this is so cool. It's just strategies on Final Fantasy VII. The hot new release, which is to say that even when this game came out was a year old. Tips and Tricks magazine. Do I have one of those? Tips and Tricks, but this is for the... Oh, no, wait. Another PlayStation 1 game, Tomorrow Never Dies. He's even holding a PS1 controller because that's really, really cool. So that's what we're in store for today. Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Pierce Brosnan. Celebrity guests. The hottest current stars. Present. Celebrities. Cannot wait for them to show me their games, which is something that they would do. Specifically, they would bring Pierce Brosnan out and have him say, "Take a look at my game." And that's what Pierce Brosnan sounds like. I would do my Hulk Hogan impression, but let's just say in about 25 years' time, it's no longer socially appropriate to imitate Hulk Hogan. So I'm just going to put a kibosh on that one for now. Who knows what happens in years beyond 25 years from now with the state of Pierce Brosnan, but I assume everything's fine with him. We're living in the internet world, man. It's impressive technology, as I mentioned at the top, that PlayStation was able to beam this to my face via satellite or something. Are we going to talk about the state of play for the next health bar half full? We are going to go down the recent video game news of the world with a special guest. And we were going to put a positive spin on it just to catch me up to speed, but I can no longer talk about that because we are live in 1 second. 1990s, let's go. Impressive graphics. Oh. Let me know if volume needs to be adjusted. Capcom, never heard of it. Oh, so this is I'm not sure this is actual gameplay because I don't think the PS1 could run this. And by PS1 I mean the only PlayStation that exists. I don't think it could run that. And they must be using the 4-player multi-tap to get 4 players to play at once. So that's how the PlayStation handles 3 or more players. Because the default PlayStation, the PlayStation, only has 2 controller ports, so I don't know how you get more than 2 players at once. Maybe, yeah, they could be using the multi-tap, or maybe one player controls 2 people at once, switches back and forth between them, like a... What's a contemporary game that does that? Lost Vikings? This bitrate, even for 90s standards, is shockingly low. Yeah, let's get that up to daddy's standards there. Daddy has some standards even in the 90s. He wants his 1440p PlayStation 1 gaming.
Stand witness to how its existence unfolds.
I'm going to time travel a minute and go to the year 2025, to the month of January and the day of 12, talk about Monster Hunter Wilds as if it is a game that is about to come out. I've never been a big Monster Hunter person. I just don't like the way those games control. Isn't it February? Didn't I say February? Thought I said February, but if I didn't, I meant February. Ooh. Take my credit card. None of this means anything to me at all. I really want to get into Monster Hunter. Oh, I'll let him talk.
無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モンスターとして玉三つが決定いたしました。この他にもタイトルアップデート第1弾で追加されるコンテンツはまだありますが、詳細は改めてお知らせしたいと思っております。本作は発売後に数回のタイトルアップデートを予定しています。
I turned it up as if I can understand what he's saying. That's very funny. Like, oh, I can't hear him. I should adjust my own volume. Make sure I can hear the words he's saying. So does this excite people? Not the game. The game obviously excites people, but the updates, like, oh, you get to play as this thing with this character, this outfit. Oh, now you're speaking my language. Oh, all of these things are making me happy. And they're releasing it on the PlayStation 1. Heck yes. Finally, Sega is releasing on the PlayStation. Who would have thunk it? I never would have thought it. They dominated the early 90s, and yet they decided to partner up and release their exclusive games on other platforms. This looks incredible. I want to play this so bad. Oh, yes. Oh, man, that was a Shinobi 3 looking thing. Man, I wish Shinobi was on the PS1. Like, legit. So I could just play that right now. Just cut this stream short. Load up some Shinobi. Why does this look so good? What's it called?
The legend continues.
Art of Vengeance. What do those 5s and 4s mean? I'm not sure what that is. Cool, that looks really cool. Now we're talking. They're even putting Sonic on PlayStation 1? And by that I mean the only PlayStation? Once again, not sure this is actual gameplay because it looks far too clean to be running on a PlayStation. Although the bitrate is... I keep jumping around timelines here, but let's just pretend in 27 years I'm going to be complaining about the bitrate of this stream. And I don't mean a water stream. I mean a video that is being sent to me over data transferring systems. Networking is what we call it in certain eras. This also looks really good. Back to reality for a second, and I liked that. Was it All Stars Racing Transformed? Is that the thing? That was a thing. I like that one. I like that one quite a bit. I might like that more than Mario Kart. And this looks good. February 21st, that said network test, I think. Oh.
Break free. Become unbound from the laws that govern reality. To turn the gears of time once again.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds.
I don't want to talk until I know what this is.
battle to alter destiny begins. Embark on a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras. The anomalies, known as Digimon.
Okay. Contemporary property Digimon getting a video game release on the PlayStation. Wait, is it contemporary property? I don't know.
Together,
Maybe this is a new property. Now I have to look.
the story of a bond that transcends time.
1997. This is a contemporary property. Finally, Digimon getting a video game adaptation on the PlayStation. Not sure what that 2025 number means, but we're going to ignore it. There's a killer hat, an outfit. I like that. Looks like a Tony Hawk skater. Tony Hawk contemporary release on the PlayStation. Am I using the word contemporary right?
同时与有趣的角色互动，逐步揭开精彩的故事。接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并正式确认游戏的发布日期。
Yes, I am. Good thing I know English. All right.
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world. A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
I have two questions, none of which involve this game in front of me. Although this looks cool. Is this that, I don't know what this is. Unless this is what I think it is. I don't think it is. I don't know what this is. While the cool visuals are in front of my face, that clearly are not running on a PlayStation 1, I have to ask, is that Digimon game newly announced? Because I was not aware of it prior to this stream. Is there a Digimon... That's the first question. Second question, is there a Digimon game on the PlayStation 1? There has to be. There has to be. Digimon World. All right. Let's do it. Yes to both or yes to one? Which yes?
You never wanted to be a hero.
There is a PS1 Digimon game I confirmed. Is that a new announcement?
Then give me your power.
Is there going to be a spike in interest in Digimon? Lost Soul Aside. That looks cool.
We've got several updates today from partners around the world.
Gone with an
starting
E
news
is
from
a
the
cool
Like a
name.
Dragon series.
Especially for a lady.
First up, a playable demo of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii arrives on PS5 this Friday.
I'm still behind on my
Players can try
Yakuza.
out 2 battle
I've played
styles,
literally one
including
Yakuza in my
Goromachima's
entire
new
life.
Seagon style, as well as engage in naval battles at the Pirates
Oh,
Coliseum.
that looks so good though. I love pirates. They should go back to time and release that on PS1.
Ichiban's Holiday, a new crossover DLC coming to Dave the Diver.
Heck yeah, Ichiban.
Ichiban Kasuga and other Like a Dragon characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style. All
Yeah, I saw that Joe was in that. He looks cool as heck. He should wrestle like that.
Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4. The Splitgate 2 alpha begins February 27th
Splitgate
on PS5.
is a game that does not get enough credit. I really like that first one. I didn't play that much of it, but when I did play it for a couple days there. I had a really good time. And then Halo got announced / came out immediately after it started getting popularity, and I guess it killed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name game is Paul Heyman.
Never heard of you. Oh, you're running ECW right now, right?
An exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise.
Not sure who these guys are.
Introducing the Island. With the Island, players enter an online environment filled with WWE-themed landmarks, quests,
What?
live events, and shops with up to 50 other players.
Stop it now.
The Island
Is this just Street Fighter
also
5?
offers deep customization,
6, I mean, Street Fighter 6
to
/
personalize
Street
their
Fighter, whatever one came out on
stars
PS1.
like never before.
I'm pretty sure Batman was just there.
As the first of its kind for the franchise, the Island is not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future.
No, I'm not a WWE fan anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But this looks interesting.
to the Island.
I'm surprised they're actually trying to do something with this game when they could just poop out crappy game every year and have it work. Although the most recent PlayStation release for WWF SmackDown 2, great game.
Sup? I'm Randy from Gearbox. And I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Oh man,
You know
and
why
I'm
we're
Randy
here?
from
We're here for
streaming.
you. Are you ready?
Randy from Gearbox and Randy from
2025,
Gearbox.
Every day, we are getting closer to the launch
Too many
of
Randys.
Borderlands 4. Let's go!
I could go the rest of my life without hearing someone say "let's go" in a very excited way. I've been watching a lot of pro bowling, and every single one of them, when they get a strike, is like "let's go," and I'm so done. Psionic Hex wants to assault Randy Pitchford for some reason. Randy Pitchford and I are not friends. He doesn't seem like a guy I would necessarily like. I don't need to cause him physical harm, though. I'm not sure what he does. Hate the guy. Whew. Harsh. I have not remotely cared about Borderlands since the first one. And this is no exception. He was pretty greasy. I will give. My cholesterol levels have increased since just being witness to his presence. There it is. It's going up again.
We don't have to wait long now.
Check my LDL levels.
We're going to break free for a special state of play.
The other guy looks perfectly normal.
Exclusively on Borderlands 4. And we're diving deep, you guys. Join us. Borderlands 4, state of play for combat, vault hunters, action skills, exploration and discovery, everything. You're going to see more guns than you can even count.
Psionic Hex says Borderlands 3 was meh. Is that why you hate Randy Pitchford? Is that why you hate a man? Because a game was mediocre?
Hold out on me, Randy. I'll feed you, baby bird. Who wants a launch date for Borderlands 4? This Randy. Well,
This Randy doesn't care, really.
For everyone on September 23rd, 2025. We got work to do. See you in spring.
All right, again, Randy Pitchford seems like a kind of a weird, gross dude, but I don't know if I'd say I hate him. That's just so harsh. I don't know the man.
Look, I don't mean to.
This game looks awesome, and it's a split screen, so it's running on the PlayStation 1 PlayStation.
Nice to meet you too. So you want to go through more?
Has he done anything objectively terrible
Crazy stories.
other than have porn on a thumb drive or something?
Don't start to trust each other. I don't need your trust. Well,
Which, who among us haven't had porn on a thumb drive? I don't know, I'm not gonna look that up during the stream, but I need someone to do the work for me. Why
get all of this.
do people hate Randy Pitchford so much?
I base the story around my dad. All I can do
Other than him just kind of being
silly
a little flaky.
Oh, we'll face it together. We got this. Yeah.
If you want to say vibes, that's perfectly acceptable. But hate? Hate, really?
Are you for real, Zoe? I wrote it when I was a kid. What sort of devil child were you?
Hands above your head.
What now?
I don't even want to say that word because I'm not sure what it means. Aliens Colonial Marines is not a great game, but doesn't make me hate anybody. People, talented, hardworking people worked on it. And I don't know what he lied about. So, again, not necessarily opposed to hating Randy Pitchford. I just don't have any skin in this game, and I don't understand. Just trying to get an understanding. But at the risk of Randy Pitchford, who is currently working on the expansion to Half-Life, I believe, based on us being in the currently late 1990s, based on what I just said. We don't want that taking over the stream, so let's enjoy what's in front of us right now.
Penetrated through there. You need to inspect the hull damage first.
Which looked like a... Oh boy. Until Dawn / The Quarry / interactive movie, cool looking. I like the way these things are.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism.
Is it? It's not a swear word, is it? Not, you can swear, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just wondering what it... I just don't want to say something that might be offensive.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? You can't take any chances with him.
So this is an interactive FMV game for the PlayStation.
Changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
And that looks so cool.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Cool. Yeah, I'll check that out in 27 years, 28, depending on when it says it's coming out. Oh, this year, you say? 2 shreds, you say? Yeah, so I will like Until Dawn, and I will like The Quarry, but right now it's the 90s. Fazbear, why do I know what that is? Oh, it's this thing. Which I...
Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us.
Is this Five Nights? Yeah, right?
Prototype endoskeleton that can adapt to any costume and become any character. We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including...
This is such a brilliant concept, an efficient and smart execution by one dude, and I admire it. I also have never enjoyed any one of these things. But it looks like they're making real games now as opposed to just jump scare simulators. So this one actually looks interesting. This looks like something I can get behind.
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
Why would I... Man, is this all this year and all exclusively on the PlayStation 1?
Greetings from Moonhood. We're the creators of the Midnight Walk, cozy horror game created entirely in clay.
A cozy
You journey down
horror
a
game?
nightmarish highway riddled with terrors that want to devour you and your little lantern creature.
Those words conflict, my friends.
Together with your little friend, you must outsmart these terrors and bring back fire to this mad world we've handcrafted for you. So please enjoy this short gameplay preview.
Yeah, nothing against Five Nights at Freddy's. I played the first one. I'm like, yeah, this is a fun little distraction. And then it just went... It just kept going. And I never really got into it. Tom Cavanaugh. I'm trying to remember who that is. This is cozy? Ooh. This looks awesome. Low frame rate, though, on that PlayStation 1. It's having a hard time running it. Yeah, this looks awesome. Is this the game they were saying was cozy? That can't be true. They had to be talking about something else.
Close your eyes to make things clear.
I'm very cozy right now. I'm not absolutely terrified. I'm pretty sure the Midnight Walk... He said the Midnight Walk is a cozy horror game. Didn't he say that? That's not... That was not... Nothing about that was cozy. Does he know what cozy means? Do I know what cozy means? Is that where the issue is? Maybe I'm wrong? Maybe I'm the children and I'm wrong?
Next, a quirky new adventure from Konami.
Heck yeah, Konami making games still. Castlevania just came out, Symphony of the Night. doing real good.
In
Silent Hill's
Darwin's Paradox,
being made or is out depending on when I decide this sentence takes place.
Near a highly suspicious food processing center.
Yeah, this looks cool too. My wife is losing it if she's watching.
Use Darwin's natural camouflage and inking skills to escape the facility and save the world from aliens.
JD's, oh, that guy. You got me with JD's brother in Scrubs,
A brand new title from Koei Tecmo
which
Games
has not
on
come out yet.
November 4th.
For him, or maybe it has.
Warriors Abyss, a roguelite spin on the Warriors franchise.
You know, I had a few good times with some Warriors games.
Descend into hell.
They,
Call on powerful allies.
and then they just kept making them, and I moved on.
Experiment with tons of playstyle
But I'm glad they
combinations
still
to send
exist,
the enemy hordes flying.
because the bit rate is so bad. I don't know if that's picking up on your. It has to be. But anytime anything moves even a little bit, it starts getting flaky.
When Warriors Abyss launches on PS5 and PS4.
I should probably watch
later
this on
today.
Twitch or something. Yeah! Now we're talking.
Prepare yourself.
There's my man
A
Jubei.
PS2 era classic returns with Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny.
Shadow Drop.
Capcom is enhancing the original game with HD graphics.
These
and
games
close
kick all
quality
sorts of
features,
butt.
including fine-tuned analog controls.
This one
Immerse
especially. This is my
yourself in
favorite one.
Jubei's
I love this
hard-boiled
game.
journey and fight through a world of turmoil alongside trusty allies.
Once I can cover the PS2, we'll do it like an Onimusha marathon.
PS4 on May 23rd and will be available for pre-order later today.
That is not today. That is straight up just super not
Looking to
today.
2026. Let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha: Way of the
Here's the
Sword.
thing about games that get sequels that are like 20 years after the last game that came out. They're not going to resemble the game that came out last time. So what is this game going to have that is required of an Onimusha game? Soul sucking and samurais. Those are the two things that they have to have, I guess. And that is non-negotiable. However, it's not going to look like those old ones. It's not going to be pre-rendered or static backgrounds. It's not going to be Resident Evil-esque, I bet. It's probably going to be, I don't know, let's predict here. Is it going to be like Dark Souls-y? Probably. Do I know that guy? He looks like I should know him. Oh yeah, this is definitely Dark Souls-y looking. I know that guy. Where do I know that guy? See, once I get rich and famous, people are going to be like, oh, come on, Randy, you're an idiot. It's so obvious. Also, I'm worried that it's becoming self-aware. That's not what I want. But this looks super cool, though. Heck yeah. That looks cool even without the Onimusha name on it. In fact, you could probably remove the Onimusha name on it, and it would still be cool. Which is exactly what I just said. 2026, that's like 27 years, 6, I don't know, it depends on when I said this was. Long time from now. I'm gonna be an old man with a beard at some point.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place.
Oh, baby. Pearl from SpongeBob is talking to me.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance.
SpongeBob is out
Lucifer's legacy.
as of this
They're out to
sentence.
kill me as well.
This sentence takes place in 1999, and SpongeBob has been released.
She was like a mother and my master.
I gotta get... I'm rusty on my Snake impression. I need to get that back if I'm gonna be doing Metal Gear Solid here soon. People are gonna be demanding it.
We are the sons of the
I can't do it right now. It's not ready. It's been too long. I haven't done the Snake voice since college.
A great and terrible fury at being alive.
A host of sorrows. And you are one.
Did they re-record the voices? Because it doesn't sound like they did. Those just sound like the people and the words that they said in that first one.
Still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid, especially the first 3, arguably 4. 4 is probably impenetrable to someone that isn't familiar with the series, but you kind of got to remake those games if you want new people to play them. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you need to have the Ape Escape monkeys. All right, is that new? Is that we didn't have a release date before, did we? That's an eternity from now. Even though it's not. August isn't that far away, I guess. 6 months? That can't be true.
Emotions sparks the wildfire of violence. It dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure of reality.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
Speaking of Deus Ex, is that the Adam Jensen voice? Kind of sounds like him, I don't know. Oh boy, that guy's got some neck.
What happened here? Madness and hatred and lots of it.
I can't tell if I love his voice or don't. Also,
You must continue. We've begun to uncover.
is that a lightsaber? What am I looking at? All I know is I want it, whatever it is. You gonna... Heck is Us. Add it to the list of PlayStation 1 games I want to play. Not sure if they're going to be able to maintain that graphics. I've got to take a Neo Wiz, if you know what I'm saying. What is this? Lies of P. Man, I hate what they did with the iconic Pinocchio character.
I'm sorry.
That's not the whole point. The whole point is that he's a little boy that lies, and lying is bad. This isn't my Pinocchio.
It's been far, far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me
That's a
take
little
out your
kitty.
hand and dance.
Psionic X, I really hope you did that after I was talking about how, you know.
Legendary. She stepped up.
Yeah, this is one of those games that, like, oh, once I retire, I'll play this. It looks really cool. I want to play it. I have not played it. I just don't... Who has hours? No one has hours. Can I borrow somebody's hours? Can I borrow someone's bit rate? Because this video, I need to give it to this video.
Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late. Not again.
Yeah, Rick. Do you though, Rick? Can I have some of your Baldur's Gate hours? Just a couple? You've got a lot of them. But then again, how are you going to kill the brain without your hours? So I guess I understand. And you can't let Gale die either, or else you're cheating. This looks like a PS1 game. This kind of applies. This could actually run on a PlayStation 1. Unlike all those other games so far. This looks awesome. What is this? This might be my most intrigued that I've been outside of maybe Shinobi. This looks like something Tim would like. Alright, that's too much text. I'm streaming, guys. I can't read all that. I can't read all that anyway. I'm not that fast of a reader. I thought that was going to say Dreams of Anthony, which... Now I want the game to be called Dreams of Anthony. I want to know what Anthony is dreaming about. Let me turn him up so I can understand what he's saying better. That looked very, very cool. Point cloud rendering technology. Later this year. Put it on Steam / PlayStation 1 and I'll play it.
And I'm excited to share even more PlayStation news in today's show.
I'm ready. Give it to me. PlayStation 1. No. I laughed out loud just by the reminder of Days Gone. That's all that happened there. That's what happened right there. The title card for Days Gone made me laugh.
Speedrun modes, an enhanced photo mode, new accessibility features, and Horde Assault, a survival arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh way to experience Days Gone. And if you purchase Days Gone on PlayStation 4,
Tim, you and I don't always share the same taste, but I'm almost with you on this one. That game really stood out.
Days Gone Remastered launches on PS5 April 25th.
Also, you probably liked that, what was that horror game?
New DLC is coming to Stellar Blade this June. The sci-fi action game is partnering with Goddess of Victory Nike.
Oh, thank God for Goddess of Victory Nike getting crossover with Stellar Blade. I've been waiting for this my whole life. I'm like, wow, as the biggest Stellar Blade and Nike fan, I need this to happen, and they heard me. They just gave it to me. This is the greatest day of my life. I am trying not to sound dismissive of things that people probably care about a great deal, and I am failing. I apologize. You guys like everything that you like. I like dumb stuff too. I like wrestling. Make fun of me first, and then we can have a good time together.
In this episodic adventure, players will join 4 high school girls living through the defining summer of
Oh, so just like me. One of 4 high school girls living through the defining years of my summer, or whatever the heck they say.
The first episode of Lost Records Human Rage arrives February 18th, with the second
that's a
episode
Life is Strange thing. I think they said that out loud at one point, right? Life is Strange people.
Later this year. Explore a mysterious mansion and blueprints.
Exploring a mansion, you say? You've got my attention. Tim, pay attention.
A new decision as you build out a sprawling manor with 45 shifting rooms.
Oh, baby.
Layers of strategy, puzzles, and exploration.
Tim, that looks like something you'd like as well.
Abiotic Factor is a 6-player survival crafting game from
Sign me up. I have 5 other people to play survival crafting games with.
You and a team of scientists must craft ingenious gear and traps to outwit your enemies and make this bizarre underground complex your new home. Abiotic Factor will be available in game catalog when it launches this summer. Now let's get a sneak peek at games coming to the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog.
Can't wait. Oh boy, this is it.
Coming soon are the first 3
Everyone get a pen
from the original PlayStation. Armored Core
get it on the list.
Yep. Armored Core Master
okay, I'm playing Armored Core.
Meanwhile, Patapon 3 slides
that's not on the PlayStation 1. Okay, well, I guess I didn't need a pen. Armored Core.
No one knows how that world came into being. It devoured everything.
I'd play Armored Core. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Only I was left.
Tim, do you like big robots?
That was a fatal mistake.
Also, did they put a date there? Because we can time it with the release of that.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces. I can sense it.
Every time I see one of these games, I'm like, wow, that looks incredible. And then I start playing these games, and I'm like, wow, I can't figure out what I'm supposed to be doing because everything looks so amazing that I don't know what I can interact with.
One's wishes is to court one's doom.
You mean 2142? 2042 is not old. I assume you... Uh-oh. I saw platforming. I saw double jumping, as a matter of fact. You got me. You got me. I'm paying attention now. You put a double jump in your game, I'm more likely to like it. Yeah, but here's the thing about these types of games. I say this every time I watch one of these. Like, all of these games look so similar to me. Super, like, crazy design, the fast action, particle effects, and it's really tough to set them apart from each other. But that's some bad frame rate, which makes me optimistic that it's going to run on the PlayStation 1.
My quarrel lies not with you.
Rick saying that Shadowheart is talking. Not that he would know.
Even if the price is my soul.
At this point, you've probably spent more time with Baldur's Gate 3 than you have Critical Role, right? It's got to be close. Yeah, all these games look cool, but they don't have an identity, in my opinion. Like, I want some more... something unique like that Dreams of Anthony game. That looked great. And that Blue Prince or whatever, that looked cool. Was that what it was called? Shinobi? Onimusha? Those are the 4 games I remember. I don't remember any of the other ones.
Deep down in the depths of Vulcan.
That's where I live.
Retrieve the architect's core.
Yeah, I just feel like every game looks amazing, so no game looks amazing. Does that make any sense to anybody? It does to me.
You know I would never want to see you hurt.
This looks like Doom, though, and now you kind of got my attention once again. That looked cool. So the fact that that looked like Doom 2016 made me care about it more.
My memory's still a bit blurry.
Oh, wait. This is a game that I was partially responsible for?
Showtime.
Very partially?
Gaps inside my head.
Satellite gives us a 10-minute window. You made it.
If this is what I think it is, which I think it is.
Leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned.
No.
What the hell is happening?
I think this is everywhere.
All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story.
Like this, the reveal's going to be, oh, this is one game in a game that you can make.
Answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. After what you did, we should have left you in the desert.
It's gonna pull out. It's like, oh, and you too can make this with our tools.
Yes, make it stop! Make it stop!
But I don't work for that company that was like 0.00001% responsible for this game.
I know what I have to do.
So I can say whatever I want now. I admire and appreciate everyone I worked for and with. Oh, that was not the game that I thought it was. Okay, never mind. I can say whatever I want about that game.
Director of Mind's Eye, build a rocket
He's-
boy's new action adventure.
That guy's making
set in the
multiple
fictional
games.
City of Red Rock, where AI and human greed collide to bring Earth to the precipice of collapse. All captured on PlayStation 5 Pro. We're now proud to
PlayStation 5
share
Pro?
some gameplay footage with the explosive combat and high-octane driving that you can expect on PlayStation 5 later this year.
I'm 1 degree of separation away from that guy. Because my former boss met that guy. So technically, he and I are best friends. Maybe they're going to reveal that this game was, in fact, made with the tools that you can get with their other game. I don't know, this seems an alarmingly high budget to make that claim, so maybe not. I don't know, when I see these games, they look really impressive, and then I play them, and I'm like, yeah, I see a lot of dollars thrown around, and I don't move in the way that I want to, and I can't discern what's going on good enough. People are going to be really mad when there's yellow paint all over the place, I guarantee you. But that they're going to need it. Mind's Eye's a cool name for a game, though. And that looked good.
Comes back to this.
Not actual gameplay good, so this is the only one that has been telling the truth.
This world, this moment, this choice.
That's the wrong way, man. That's definitely the wrong way. You're gonna want to turn around.
Time the sun dies.
Dude!
Madness
What?
reigns.
Didn't they already do Capcom stuff?
Then everything begins again.
This is Returnal 2.
But after every death, I always come back stronger. I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Wait, this is Returnal 2. Gross. Yeah, that's just Returnal. Return Al 2. The Return of Al. Hey, Return Al, heck of a game. The game kicked all sorts of booty. Wouldn't run on the PlayStation very well, but they did what they could.
Everyone. I'm Gregory Loudon, creative director at Housemarque. We are thrilled to announce that our latest game, Saros, is launching next year on PS5 and enhanced for
That was an
PS4.
N. Tell me it wasn't.
Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay first experience. It's a new single-player IP that builds on Returnal's award-winning third-person action.
I want to talk more about
You play
Returnal for a
Arjun
second.
Devaraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli.
That's one of the
Arjun is
times
a powerful enforcer searching for answers on a hostile, shape-shifting planet.
when the graphics are amazing, and I still knew what was going on, so it can be
All
done.
of us at Housemarque can't wait to share more
When he
about
said
Saros.
gameplay first, he's
Our first
right,
look at
and
gameplay
people
coming later this
need to
year.
do that.
Thanks for watching.
Heck yeah, Housemarque. You do your thing, baby. I feel like Tim would like Returnal and Snoros. You're welcome. I'm glad I could do that for you. So, the only potential PS1 games... I'm out of character for a moment. The only PlayStation 1 games that would be beneficial to stream, potentially Digimon, definitely Armored Core. Maybe Armored Core. I kind of want to check out Armored Core. That sounds like not a bad idea, actually. No, Tim, I know you don't know what those games are, but trust me, I think you would like them. Is this going to work? Sure did. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So no more chat for you, I guess. You just get a little bit of me. I'm gonna get a little bit of that for you. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for the PlayStation 1 State of Play is surprisingly few PlayStation 1 games. Which is weird considering we're in the 90s. It's the only PlayStation available, and this has been advertised as the PlayStation 1. What the heck are you advertising me? See, look, there's some bouncy boobies. Which you can't see because it's no longer on the thing, which is good because there's just hardcore nudity that just came up as a recommendation. The algorithm knows me very well. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see. I think maybe Armored Core, that sparks something in me. It makes me curious about it, so we'll see what happens. But thank you everyone for coming out. Make sure let's go back to the chat for a second. Let's see here now. Well, you know what you're supposed to do. Go to youtube.com/randyfoolhardy to subscribe there if you're wherever you're watching. Follow me on Twitch and join the Discord at tinyurl.com/randy-discord, and we will be back soon. Once again, thank you. Daddy's got to go potty. PlayStation 1.